rejoin the Zoom call whenever you're ready.
See you later then.
Yep. See you, Greg.
Bye-bye.
Bye, mate. Oh, you bastard. Oh, excuse my language. Stopped me out and then came all the way back. Oh. Oh, it fully did. Oh well. Morning, Imran. Would you look at that, man? Your JPY is coming down. Oh, look at that 15-minute wick. Yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. Where did you get? Oh, so I had buys down over here somewhere around 136, 750. So I secured like a one lot as it came up, and then I had my other one lot running because I was expecting it to maybe continue pushing to 137. And then you see this 15-minute candle, it came down, it stopped me out around break even with spread, and then drove all the way up. So I still made some profits. I made like 100 and something pound, but yeah, got stopped out. Otherwise, man, I was even considering leaving because it just shot up like maybe like 15, 16 pips, and I was just like, oh, at that point I might as well let it run to 137. And then I was like, actually, now let me just secure something, and then I was gonna let the other one lot run to 137 because I was convinced we are gonna get there, and then yeah, pulled all the way back and then decided to go. So yeah, it is what it is. Is what it is. Yes, I was already in buys. HFX, were you not worried about the 30-minute closing below the minor resistance on the candle you entered? Yeah, I was a little bit cautious about it. It was something that I said like I wanted to see. So I wanted to see this candle close above. But then I was like, well, at the same time, you know, it's created this support. It's created support. So kind of how I saw it is that this, give me 2 seconds. So this was your breakout candle over here, right? So this was the resistance. And then what we had was, so obviously before open, we got this almost like a retracement candle, right? This was the retracement candle. So just before the open, you know, price pulled down. And then when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, well, if we can get like a support formed at this area, you know, that's going to be good for then the next candle to continue moving up. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then obviously what we saw was we did have a candle close bullish, and I was like, okay, well, it has a wick in the direction, so maybe this was just an initial push of the open volume. It's come down, done a retracement, and then the next candle should fill this wick and then continue moving up to 137. So as this candle was coming down, took entries, keeping my stop loss below the previous 30-minute, you know, and then I was thinking, okay, well, all I want to see at first, so my first condition is if this next 30-minute is going to continue pushing bullish, then when we go to the 15-minute, I was like, so this was the previous 30-minute, I was like, okay, well, this 15-minute needs to respect this low, and I want to see it close bullish. So as long as the first 15 minutes of this 30-minute candle closes bullish, then the next one should continue moving up. So once I saw that the 15-minute practically was, you know, retracing this whole candle again upwards, I was like, okay, at that point I think we're going to be good, and it looks like it just wants to continue to run. So yeah. So it looks like the 30-minute candle even closed above 137 right now. Yeah, so maybe there's the opportunity to take like a second entry, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to risk the profits. I just risk maybe like a small portion of the profits. Oh, looks like it just wants to continue to blow over here. See, this is what I mean, man. It came all the way back, stopped out my one lot, and now it's running for like 40 pips. Man, that is just the market for you. Okay, Euro JPY should be dropping. Okay, so Euro JPY 30-minute candle closed bullish. So I think, you know, if you can get like a minor resistance formed, I think it's going to be a good idea. Look at the hourly. Yeah, I think a minor resistance formed is going to be pretty good. Morning, everybody. Check out gold. Let's do some fresh analysis on gold. Yeah, I think gold should continue moving up to 1930. It looks pretty good to run up to 1930. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour is also breaking up. Broke out of this range over here. So when did that break out? It broke out in the Asian session. Okay. And then it is approaching a resistance. So gold's approaching a resistance. So basically, once it breaks above 1923, it's going to come up and it's going to fill this range over here. Let's look at the 1-hour. Yeah, gold looks pretty good today, I have to admit. So gold has created a support on the 1 hour time frame at 1916,400 to continue moving bullish. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame. Sorry, 30-minute time frame. So yeah, it looks like it wants to continue moving up over here. It's broken out of this resistance currently. Now, as we look left, yeah, we're approaching a resistance area right up over here at 1922,850. So I think a break above that's going to be good to at least fill this range over here. This is another range on gold, so we're going to look at that. And then yeah, if we break this range, we're coming up to 1930, 1931 for sure. So pretty good. So a little bit to wait, maybe for a retracement on gold, but we'll see. Let's look at the 15-minute. Looking at, yeah, I think we need to wait for some retracement. Ooh, GJ even pushed higher up. It's retracing now. It's gonna be good. Maybe wait for some support to form. So let's look at Euro JPY. Euro JPY is trying to come down. I think a good sell on Euro JPY is gonna be. So we have like a 20 pip range, which is pretty good. We have some. Okay, so here's the thing. Euro JPY sells look pretty good. So we had a breakout of support, right? This candle broke out support. Then this is like your retracement candle, your kind of retest candle. 30-minute candle come up, close bullish. So I think at this point, this candle would need to close bearish. Is going to be better to take a sell. It may just run and break this wick, at which point I don't think it's going to be a good idea for any impulsive entries, because you know you've only got you got this amount of range, which is still good, but then stop's still going to be pretty big. So I think wait for that candle to close. You know, maybe it's going to have a wick in its direction, come down, leave a wick, and then it's going to be good for it to continue moving bearish. So I think EJ looks pretty good for sells. So we've got EJ's sells. GJ, I think a support on the 15 here. 30-minute is going to be pretty good for price to continue moving up. Because if GJ is going to go pretty bullish, and I mean pretty bullish, then I think it's going to continue moving up to 137, 700. You know, because it's already broken the high of the previous daily candle at this point. So I think it should continue moving up. I mean, of course, I was looking for those sells, but it does look like, you know, the daily, although it kept rejecting this area, I mean, now at this point, it could just go straight through this zone. I mean, if we look at these two previous daily candles, they look like they kind of tapped into this zone and then just like pulled away. And then I think we're going to see a candle just really break through that zone. So this could be the day. I think we need to see some further support at this area for GJ to continue moving up. So how's everybody doing? Hope everybody is well. Welcome to the stream. Started like 10 minutes early today, but that's alright. Wanted to I was already at the charts, so I just thought, yeah, why not? So let's look at what's going on the 15-minute. I think if you're looking for sells based on the 15-minute, I think you'd want this 15-minute candle to close below this minor support. So if this current 15-minute candle can close below this support, then, you know, the next one may do like a retest and then continue moving down, which would be, you know, the 30-minute as well. So you can either wait for the 15, 30-minute, whatever confirmation you need. Morning. Look at the daily on EJ. Yeah, so I mean, look at the... Okay, so looking at the 4 hour, it looks like it rejected this resistance on the 4 hour time frame at 125. And the current 4 hour is coming back down. So yeah, I think it could retrace this 4 hour bullish candle. So yeah, maybe it's going to come back down to 124, 300, something like that. Looking at the 1 hour, yeah, I think it should continue moving down. Just need to wait for that resistance to be established, and then I think it's going to be good. Otherwise, yeah, just a bit more waiting involved. Morning, Wilson. It looks like gold is continuing to push up. Oh, looks like GCAB was a pretty good move here as well. So we had a resistance turned support. Yeah, this would have been a great impulse entry. Yeah, this would have been a fantastic impulse entry. That is a great example of an impulse entry. In fact, I'm going to take a photo of that for a webinar. I need that. Nice. Good example. Okay. Morning, Ash. How's it going? So let's get some music in here while let's get some tunes. Oh yeah, it's raining heavy over here. That's why I wanted the music. Man, it is pouring down over here. It's gonna rain for the next 10 days, they said. Yeah, bit of music, bit of music. Yeah, so I think it's going to be important for this 30-minute candle to close bearish on Euro JPY, because we wouldn't want it to come back up. But if this does a fake out, oh wow, then it is going to continue moving up. It's going to break this range and it's going to continue moving up to retest the high, because that daily candle, if it flips, man, it is going to be, that's going to be a great push over there if this move down as a fake out. It's been months since the last time we had rain in my country. I really miss that sound. Yeah, man. I'd happily swap with you, because I am sick of it. Yeah, sick of the rain. It just rains all the time here, man. I suppose that's the beauty of life. So remember guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing a Magic Keys giveaway at 1k subs. So let's try and get to that 1k. Also, who caught these GJ buys? Whoever caught these GJ buys was on the ball this morning. On the ball. So let's look at the 15-minute here on EuroJPY. 15-minute candle is closing bearish. It's not closing below this minus support, which is going to be better for price to continue moving down. So I think maybe it's going to be better just to wait for this 30-minute candle to close. I think that's going to be a better idea. Look at the 15-minute on GJ. Yeah. I mean, like, the ideal setup now in GJ is, you know, for a support to form in this area, because then that's going to be a much better confirmation for price to continue moving up. But, you know, may not do so. May not do so. Okay, so EuroJPY is coming down. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute broke the low of the previous 15-minute. So there is a chance it can continue moving down. But at the same time, you know, it maybe is going to be safer to wait for this 30-minute candle to close, because it may come down, wick down, and then do like a retracement, which is going to be better anyway. Because think about stop. Yeah, we still got like 20 pip range, so pretty good. I think overall, you want this 30-minute candle to close below this minor support is going to be better for a sell. What the hell is that noise? So I have to ask if anybody's had this same problem. So before I email them, just see if anybody's had the same issue, and then it's going to be very easy to fix. But so obviously my Magic Keys worked fine on my old computer, and now I've got my new computer, new setup, and Magic Keys says that it's connected to my MT5, which is pretty good. It's got the green tick, everything they said it would say to work. However, not one button does anything. So yeah, I don't have a clue why not, considering that Like nothing comes up in the journal to say there's like any issues. So yeah, if anybody's had that same problem and there's just like a simple solution, do let me know. It's gonna save me a lot of aggro. Okay, so looks like Euro JPY does want to continue moving bearish. Looks like the 15-minute resistance was the point at which it wanted to continue moving down. So yeah, it would have been. Oh wow, look at that, man. Yeah, see, sometimes the 15-minute would play out, and then other times the 30-minute would play out. So maybe it's just gonna run. Look at GJ. What's GJ doing? Oh, big rejection over there. So this is pretty good. So if this 15-minute candle can, you know, come down, close above this area, and then we get a support formed, that's gonna be pretty good. I had the same problem. Some weird thing helped me. Oh really? Once I logged into a demo account. Okay. So you tried that and it worked, yeah? I don't even think I have a demo account. Well, I don't anymore anyway. And have you got Cyclo? Have you got Windows 10? Because I've got Windows 10. Gold did continue moving up. Oh, EJ still dropping over here. Would you have taken EJ on the break of the previous 15-minute or wait for the 30-minute closure? I think that's like, you know, up to you. Like me personally, here's my like kind of rule with this. So because the 30-minute candle closed, you know, like a strong bullish, I would want to see, you know, like a 30-minute candle back in my direction. But at the same time, okay, when we go down to the smaller time frames, what would have been the first confirmation for this candle to close bearish? Would have been the 15-minute candle closing bearish. So, I mean, it's up to you whether the 15-minute candle is enough confirmation for you or not. So, yeah. I don't know. It's up to you. I think ideally, obviously, in most situations, the 30 minutes always going to give you that stronger confirmation. But maybe on this occasion, you know, you look at it and you're like, okay, well, you know, as long as the 15-minute high is respected, it should continue moving down. That would leave the 30-minute to close bearish. So, yeah, I mean, obviously the right thing to do is to wait for the 30-minute, but 15 minutes still can work. So like GJ right now, right, if this 15-minute candle closes above this area and then we get another 15-minute candle close bullish, that's going to be good for price to continue moving up, fill this wick, and then continue up to 137, 250. I've got a MacBook running Windows 10 on it. In the download folder, you have to have VC Redist MT5 2. Ooh, not sure what that is. Let me check that out. Yeah, see, I don't, mine's not like a MacBook, it's just like a normal actual Windows computer. So oh, okay, so I've gone on to like the folder. Gone into the folder, and there is that, what you say, VC Redist MT5. So do I download this? What do I do? It says extract or run. This application may depend. Okay, let's just extract and then run. Alright, let's give it a go. Let's try. Let's see what it can do. See if that makes a difference. Yeah, I'm gonna try and run this and then see if it does anything. Right, oh, setups failed. It already says I have it. It says another version of this product is already installed. What? Yeah, it says I already have it. So God knows. So why is it not working? It's oh, okay, I think I may have found something. I'm just reading like a troubleshoot guide. Yeah, I checked the experts and there were, oh shit, I didn't even see GJ just then. Sorry, excuse my language. Yeah, I checked in the experts, there was nothing. Oh wow, look at this rejection. Man, GJ's moving wild. Let's check out yeah, EJ just dropped, man. So it looks like that 15-minute candle was your godsend. Yeah, it is what it is over there on EJ. Okay, let me just I actually can't lower the music. It's on the lowest. But I just want to have it on for a minute, just while like I'm not really talking or anything. Then you should try it on a random demo account that worked for me. Alright, yeah, I'll have to try it. But you said you had a MacBook with Windows 10 on it. I've just got straight Windows 10, and there doesn't seem to be anything on there just for normal Windows 10. Oh, UJ is dropping. Oh, wow. Yeah, when I'm doing analysis or anything, I'll turn the music off. But for the minute, let's just see if it's like a quieter song. I wish I had a demo account. It's gonna be a lot easier. Anybody got any charts for me? Send in your charts. So looking at GJ, so it's completely rejected this area. Yeah, I think the only way to look for buys at this point, so the only way I think there's going to be buys is if, let's say, we can get a candle close back above this area, because it looks like it's respecting this area as a resistance. So maybe it's going to like range, come back down to this area, form like some further support, then continue moving up. You know, this candle could come back and close back above this range, which I think at that point it should continue moving bullish. So looks like there's some more waiting involved either way. It says at the top, "Hey sexy, we believe in you." Okay, who's got a chart? I know someone's got a chart for me. hell? Whoa. It's ending my Zoom call on me. And I specifically pay for the more expensive. Oh yeah, I need to... I think we was gonna get Paul in there today. Send it over to him, see if he's awake. Nah, doesn't look like he is. Send him in anyway. Yeah, he's got a chart. Right, I'll pause the music here for a minute. Do some analysis. Let's check out the FTSE 100. Oh, looks like the FTSE has dropped. Oh, quite a lot. Okay. Let's do some fresh analysis here. So looking on the daily, looks like the FTSE's coming down. Looks like it wants to come down and maybe fill these wicks over here on the daily time frame. Let's look at the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, yeah, it's approaching a really strong support. Yeah, it is approaching a super strong support on the 4 hour time frame. This was the support that was broken out of. So yeah, 4 hour broke below the support, no retest, just straight sells. Let's look at the 1 hour. Yeah, looking at the 1 hour, it broke below this support over here at 58.59. Looking at the 30 minute, yeah, it was just straight sells, man. There was no buys. So if the FTSE, so here was the previous support. So we could see a retracement, resistance formed at this area to continue moving down. But let's check out the Dow, because the Dow should have dropped as well. Looks like it has. So looks like it's reached a support level. And then this was the support that the Dow broke down from. So yeah, see what happens here. And the Dow is really hard to trade, really hard. Still yet to take my first paper trade on either the Dow or the FTSE, but I'm still just watching. I've got like till November to kind of like decide whether it's going to be a pair to be able to potentially trade, or if it's one that's going to be way too tough. But I don't think the FTSE is like one of those that's going to take me a long time to be able to trade. But it's kind of good to just watch anyway, because I can use the two in confluence with GJ a little bit. So I'm thinking people for looking for sells as well. So if you're looking for sells on GJ, right, because we had a resistance formed on the 30-minute time frame, right? So I think you're going to maybe want to see price come up to this area here, 137. And then if we get a resistance formed at 137, I think that's going to be a good idea to maybe correct some of this move and then continue down to 136, 700 area, right? This area which we pushed up from the morning. So if it does correct this, then maybe New York is going to push us the other way, break us out of this other range at 136, 600, and then continue moving down to, you know, 136, 400, something like that. So we do have a couple of ranges. So yeah, I think if you're looking for sales, I want to see a resistance up over here at 137. You know, a fair resistance, because then that would mean this 30-minute candle shouldn't close back above 137. So now we have a, you know, resistance formed at 137. So we can remove this. We now have a resistance formed at 137. So it gets pretty tough to look for buys until, you know, we get a candle come up and close back above this area, because we had a huge rejection here now. So yeah, if this candle can close bullish over here, say the 30-minute, and then we get like a resistance formed here again, so like another 30-minute candle, create that resistance, then, you know, we could potentially start breaking down below this minor support. Or at the same time, you know, a bearish candle closing below this minor support to correct this move, you know, coming back down to this support down over here, this area here, 136, 685. But yeah, gonna need some form of minor resistance. Yeah, I bet you guys can hear all the rain in the background. So, where's everybody from today? Put your country in the chat. I want to know where everybody's from. I like hearing all the different parts of the world that people live. It's very interesting to me. So yeah, drop in the chat what country you're from, and let's see who's got the well, let's just see where people are from. I don't hear the rain in the background. Oh, okay. It's pretty loud for me. Oh, California, USA. Nice. Do you know what? I've always wanted to go to California. That is yeah. To be honest, I was supposed to go to I was supposed to go to Orlando in Easter, but obviously that got that got cancelled because of good old Rona. But I was quite looking forward to that trip. So yeah, I'm excited to go to the States. I think we're going next year. So pretty good. Kuwait, nice. Malaysia, nice. Netherlands/England. So are you originally from England, or are you Dutch, Cyclo? I went to Amsterdam last Christmas. It's an amazing city. Really liked it. Really liked Amsterdam. India, very nice. Gustavo, you're from Brazil. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I think when I'm in like my 30s, that's going to be my goal in life, to just travel the world, see different parts of the world, because there's some real beautiful places out there. Oh, Dutch with an English dad. Oh man, that's do you know what, actually my granddad is from Holland, so I do have Dutch running through my blood, but not enough to consider myself Dutch, obviously. But I don't really know Holland that well. I literally only know Amsterdam. That's it. I think that's the only city that most people know of Holland. But yeah, it was a wicked place. Too many cyclists though. Man, that was the biggest thing for me, was I'd be getting in a taxi everywhere, and you know, I'd be like to the taxi driver, "Oh, how long to the city centre?" And he'd be like, "Oh, only 5 minutes." And I'd be like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty good." And it would take us like maybe 20 minutes, and that was just purely down to the amount of cyclists on the road. It was crazy. They're like it's just a horde of cyclists. Like, I thought it was bad over here in the UK. like, you know, no disrespect to any cyclists out there, but when they clump up in the road, you know, you're trying to get somewhere, and there's like a group of them, and they're not even in single file, cycling alongside each other. Yeah, it can get pretty annoying. But in Dam, man, it would take like triple the time to get anywhere because of the amount of people cycling. It was crazy. It actually was quicker for me to walk back to my hotel than it was to drive. Just purely down to the amount of cyclists and the amount of trams. But I did like it though. It's a good vibe. Come on, guys. Where's everybody else from? Put it in the chat. What country you're from? I've only had a few people. If you can't beat them, join them. Yeah. Ash, I forgot. Where did you say Kuwait was again? I've definitely heard of it. Like, without a doubt, the name like rings a bell. But just remind me like whereabouts that is. Looks like gold's trying to do like a fake out. But maybe this 30 minutes can come back up, close above. 1919. Maybe continue up. GJ looks like it's struggling. Let's look at the 15 minute. So the 15 minute candle closed bearish, but it closed very weak bearish. Yeah, let's wait for the 30 minute candle to close, and then we will look at that. It's in the Middle East. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely heard of it. I was like, Kuwait. It really rings a bell. Like I must have heard that. I've heard that country definitely before. If you know Saudi Arabia, we are the neighbors. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of Saudi Arabia. So just let's see how this 30-minute candle closes on GJ. Less people coming in today. I think it's just too many people doing the London live stream, man. Way too many people. But yeah. Clean traffic above the 137-200, good range. 137-200. I mean, I think the range that you're gonna get right now is above, 137.020 or 137, because then you have this range here, right? This is the range that needs to get filled. This is a 23 pip range, so I think that's going to be a good range. I mean, yeah, we do have kind of like this minor resistance here, but what I'm looking at is the fact that, if we break above, create some form of support, price should continue moving up. And then above this area here, in fact, let's bring this up a little bit. So I think this is going to be a better target. But if we can get above this area here, right, 137, 280, 300, we are heading up. Because we have clean traffic to left hand side. There's a 40, 50, 42 pip range. So yeah, that's the point at which I'd be like, yeah, we're continuing bullish. We're gonna continue moving up. Maybe even just be a little bit more conservative with it, but yeah, when this range comes, man, that's gonna be a big move. But right now, there's no buys, no sells. Just waiting. Right, let's get a story here. Let's get some people joining the stream. Get some music on. Get the music back on while we wait. Look at these little guys. Man, what the hell was that noise? Is that my bloody MT5 going off? There's like the 30-minute candle on GJ is coming down. Like the 15-minute, it looks like it's creating that top wick. I was just about to say, I think as this 15-minute candle breaks the low, it looks good to continue moving down. But then again, maybe it's going to be better for the 30-minute candle to close at this point. It hasn't closed yet. Yeah, I think let's wait for the 30-minute candle to close and then we will see what happens. Gold, yeah, looks like gold's coming back in the range over here. So I think gold's just ranging at this point. Gold sells. Where would we would look for sells down to this area. What's this? 1914. So yeah, like a 20 pip range. Not massive, but for gold anyway. So looks like GCAD has continued to moving up. Looks like this 30-minute candle closed above this resistance. We have like another minor resistance over here. So I think either way, I think a support formed and GCAD is going to continue price pushing up. I think we should fill this range over here. But it needs to create some form of support over here. GJ kind of not really doing much. 15 minutes. Oh wow, yeah, the FTSE just kept on dropping. That's right, stay tuned here because within that range he returned. You can stay there for a while to get liquidity. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Not really sure what you mean there, but I think you mean like it's generating some liquidity and then maybe continue up. I think that's what you mean there, Gustavo. So if we look at the higher time frames, look at the 1 hour. So looking at the 1 hour time frame, this looks like a rejection to me. This looks like some form of a rejection of this zone. So maybe we're gonna come back down and retest this zone down over here. Yeah, I think we're gonna generate, maybe you're right, maybe we're gonna generate some more liquidity and then start pushing up. Or at the same time, this is the rejection, and then pre-New York is gonna correct this move and continue price moving down, right? It's a possibility. So if we look at it, right? If we look at, let me just bring this. It won't let me move it. Let me draw a new one. Let's do some analysis here. So if we look at this overall zone on the hour time frame, this whole zone, okay, price has really struggled to break above the last few days. If we look at, so the fact that over here we kind of tapped into this area and the move got corrected, right? This is the first day that happened. The first time price came up, it generated this liquidity over here to continue moving up, and then at that point, once we kind of tapped into the zone, it started to drive back down and correct that whole move. If we look, it corrected the whole move back down to this original support. Now at the same time, again, this was the original support of our next day. We had this next zone, slightly higher zone, but we came back up into this area and we rejected it again. We couldn't break above and we corrected the whole move. Came back down to our support. Similar situation. So this whole zone is a big, strong support zone. And then we're looking at this area now again. And we're like, okay, now we've seen a deeper grab of this zone. And now the move is starting to come down. So maybe it's going to get corrected again, right? Back down to this buy zone. So I mean, it's a possibility that it's going to correct this move up again. Because if it does, this is going to be your area. this whole zone is where we should fall to. I wonder how you get like a see-through one. Wait, what's this? Ah, that's how you get a see-through one. Okay, I see. Yeah, I like that. That looks cool. Awesome. Now I know. Now I know. Okay, let's go back to the 30-minute here on GJ. We've got 30 seconds left for this 30-minute candle to close. Looks like it's trying to close bearish. Look at the 15-minute. 15 minutes trying to create some form of support at this area. So I think for sells, yeah, we're going to need to see some form of resistance or a break below 136.895. So I think if this 15-minute candle can close below this area, then yeah, maybe this move's gonna get corrected. You know, coming down. The next 30-minute candle is gonna continue down to 136.700. I think that's gonna be a good idea. Look at the 30-minute. So 30-minute candle closed bearish. Previous 30-minute candle rejected this area. If we look at the 15-minute candle closed back below this range, this previous resistance over here. So, you know, I think there's a very high chance at this point price should continue moving down. See, if I hadn't have taken the buyers this morning, I'd probably be taking sells right now, but just not sure I want to risk profits. Yeah, I think this looks super good to continue down though. Yeah. Probably going to play out now, my luck. Yeah, I think this should continue moving down to 136.85. Looks like it's going to maybe correct this move. But we'll see. Yeah, I already taken a trade this morning, so I suppose there's no rush. Maybe wait to see if this 30-minute candle can create like a top wick again. So if this 15-minute, you know, starts to come up and then starts to drive back down again, maybe that's the point at which I could execute a sell position. But yeah, I think it's just gonna go, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. But yeah, I think for those of you looking for a trade, man, these sells look like they're going to be good to play out. 15 pip range. Maybe secure something down over here. 136, 750, 760. And then, yeah, well, I suppose we'll see. Right, let's check out Euro JPY. Euro JPY has created some resistance on the 15-minute. 30-minute would have closed weak bearish. So it is as a it is at a support. But at the same time, you know, once we break this support, we look left and we see, okay, we have a clean candle to left hand side. We measure this range. We have another 20 pip range coming down to 124, 120. So still some range left on EJ. We see how much it can run. Looks like it came up to create some form of top wick. Maybe at this point to continue down. Yeah, so even if we look at the zones here, right, on the 15-minute time frame, this was your resistance or your pullback and then this candle closed above that, right? So this is somewhat of a strong area. Now you can see it's a strong area because this candle tried to close below, couldn't. This candle tried to close below, couldn't. Now this candle, this 15-minute candle, it closed below or back below this resistance. So I think at this point, you know, maybe this candle here should respect this high and then continue moving down, or you know, it's gonna do like another little retracement and then continue moving down. Hello Charlie, how are you, my friend? So yeah, GJ's a little bit of a mess right now. I think it makes sense, you know, looking at the higher time frames. This whole zone is now a rejection area. So I think right now, I think it's going to correct this move, and then we'll see. Let's see what happens from there. Ten minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close. I think I'm going to go make a nice hot drink while I wait. So I'll leave you guys with the music, and yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And hello, welcome anybody new to the stream. Thank you for coming to watch. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute, and then we'll assess GJ. going on, guys? We're back. Okay, so it looks like GJ did continue moving down. We've got Wilksy coming in. Yeah, it looks like GJ did continue moving down. It's come down back to this support. So yeah, I didn't execute on it. I was considering, but then I was just like, you know what, just gonna take the win, and then we'll do a bit more waiting. But yeah, I think that really made sense there. So I hope you guys, anybody who's looking at that, caught that. So I did explain, you know, the fact that we had a resistance here, 15-minute candle, tried to come down, closed above this area. Next 15-minute candle, come down, closed above this area. Then this 15-minute candle came down and it closed back in this range. So it only made sense for the next candle to continue moving down.
Hello, how you doing?
How's it going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Just GCAD broke up, but my bias was bearish, so I was waiting for like a 30-minute support to form.
Okay.
But it just shot up. Could have got an impulse entry, but wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was saying at the beginning of the stream that this was a fantastic example of an impulse entry.
Oh yeah.
You know, we have a strong bullish candle. It closes above resistance. Then you get a bearish candle come down, long wick to the bottom, weak body, and then as the price is coming up, breaking the high of the previous bearish candle with clean traffic to left hand side. Yeah, this was a star impulse trade. So I actually took a photo of it. I was like, yeah, man, that's getting used. It's getting used as an example. I had a chart here to check out from Charlie. Let's check out your chart. Very nice. Okay, so you got resistance formed, nasty range, no trade range. Okay, possible sells below with low risk. Okay, if price makes a support, look for buys to test the high created. Okay, so I think if you're looking for buys, I think you're going to need to see a support really above this area. Oh, that's white. Hang on, let me change that. Do red. So I think you're going to need to look for some support above this area, because this was the point at which, you know, price created that support to continue moving up. So as price is coming back down, I think if it can respect this area as some support. At the same time, I understand that you're looking for sells below this area, but I mean, if you think about it, if this is the point, you know, above this area looking for buys, then doesn't that mean if, you know, price comes down and closes below this area, that at the same time this whole move up was a fake out, right? This whole move up was a fake out and it got corrected. And if you look at the market structure, we can see that the market structure is bullish. So if we get a candle come down and close below this range, then I think at that point this range will get, you know, filled and corrected, and then some further push to the downside will be corrected. So I think that maybe will happen around, you know, New York session, something like that, if price is going to continue down. But yeah, good idea, like it. So GJ's retracing. Yeah, like I said, I think it's good to secure some profits down at this 15-minute. Guy, look at USD JPY. Okay. Yeah, I looked at USD UJ this morning. Yeah, just continuing to drop. Yeah, continues to drop. Can you explain your GJ buys? Yeah, okay, I'll explain it. Once more is fine. So basically, obviously I've redrawn my zone, but I can kind of give you the gist. So what I was looking at here was this was the resistance from obviously the Asian session. We had this area here was the resistance. Then obviously before London, this was our breakout candle. So we had our breakout candle come in to pre-London. So candle came up, closed above this area, right? This is our range on the 30-minute. Then what we saw was we had this next candle come down and it closed bearish, right? It closed bearish. Now what does that mean? Well, that may mean that, you know, price could continue down, but at the same time it closed above this kind of like resistance area here. So I was like, okay, well, if we can see a support formed at this area, like, you know, like a 30-minute bullish candle, that's going to be a good idea to, you know, for price to continue moving up, because then we've had a breakout, a retracement and a support form, right? So exactly what happened. Obviously the next 30-minute candle, this 30-minute candle, it came up and, you know, it came up to this area and then it did a retracement. It retraced. So ideally I wanted it to close above this minor resistance, but even though it didn't and it still closed bullish, I was like, okay, well, it still closed bullish. It closed with a wick in our direction. So as long as price can respect the low of this 30-minute candle, it should continue moving up. So, you know, as this price was coming up to fill the wick, secured some profits, tried to leave a one lot run into 137, which I was like, you know, really confident that it was going to do so. But this 30-minute decided to come all the way back, stop me out at break even, and then literally go straight back up to that area. So it is what it is. But that actually would have ran for nearly like 40 pips up over here. So that would have been a really good runner. But I mean, yeah, it happens. As always, tomorrow. So yeah, maybe. It just is what it is with that one. So it did come up, continue moving up to 137. So yeah, this is pretty simple. And then if you look at the uptrend, we're just in a clear bullish market structure, you know, high, low. So it made sense with momentum to continue up. But it looks like now we are, you know, maybe rejecting this area. Right, we're rejecting this area. So either we're going to need to see a support formed or rejections of this zone here, right, you know, for price to continue moving up. So we need to see, you know, like some liquidity being generated in this area, and then candles starting to drive back up to retest those highs. So if this 30-minute candle closes bullish, now there's a very high chance price is going to come up and retest the high at that point. But at the same time, you know, we want it to close like a strong bullish candle, not like a weak bullish candle. So if it closes weak, the next one may just start to come down, drop down, fill the wick, and then fill this range. So we really want to see price starting to leave this area to start driving back up, because right now it's almost just taking a stab at this zone. It took a stab at this zone, and it was like, oh no, okay, we're gonna retrace. So what we want to see is a full-on, you know, we're full-on penetration of the zone, so price really pushing through, and the only way we're going to really see that is to see, you know, some more liquidity being generated in this area here to drive price up. I know it's a bit of an awful drawing, but oh well, you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So let's pause the music here for a minute while we got some talking going on. So looking at gold. Wow, gold did just drop, came down to this target. Now, yeah, gold looks very difficult today. So those of you trading gold, I'll just be very cautious. It seems very choppy today. Seems like how GCAB was yesterday. So yeah. But if this 30-minute, right, if this 30-minute candle closes bearish, look at the 15-minute, then I think if you get another 15-minute candle close bearish here again, like a minor resistance formed, I think it could maybe, you know, break this minor support with some more volume and continue down. But yeah, let's just wait over here. So Kelsey, have you been checking out GJ today, or?
No, I didn't have time today. I was busy this morning, so I quickly marked up GCAD with the pre-London analysis thing, and then missed GJ today.
Oh, okay.
It was a nice little move though for you.
Yeah, the this push after London Open was really nice push. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hello, guys.
Morning.
Morning, Greg. So
So that's what I was looking for in GCAD, support to be formed at that level
yeah,
after we broke out. But I just flew today.
yeah, it did just go.
So
Even on the, yeah. See, the only support that was formed was here on the 15 minute, but at the same time, yeah, I think this is just one of those. It would have had to have been an impulse to catch that move completely. So I mean, it's one to take a note of.
yeah, I'll note it down.
That's all you can do in these situations.
Did you catch that move, Wilksy? Kelsey, sorry.
No, I was waiting for a support to be formed because my bias was bearish and I was down for the week. And then I could have got in on the impulse, but decided not to.
Okay. Anyway, nice move.
Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was also the EJ Cells was a nice move over here. But I was like, need this 30-minute candle to close bearish, for price to continue down, but it did just decide to drop. So the only way you could really capitalized on it was once this 15-minute candle closed bearish, you had that minor resistance formed, and then the next candle was just a straight drop. So couple of big moves here today. Like GCAB was good, Euro JPY was good, GJ was good, UJ was just dumped, but there's probably not even a lot of, yeah, see, it's quite a bit, 50 pips. But it's hard to catch them type of moves.
Greg, you taking any trades today?
No, didn't take. I was looking at the GJ in the morning, however, I missed that move.
Yeah, just gotta make note. When you miss a move, you just gotta say, okay, well, how could I have caught that move? And then you make a note, and then you're not gonna miss it next time.
Yeah, I studied that move with you previously today, and because I wasn't sure if I should catch that move, if I should take that move or not, as the price didn't close above the red candle, and I was afraid, okay, yeah, so I'm not taking this, but as we see, I should have taken it. Now I see that I could do that.
It's best to stay out if you're not sure. So next time you can catch it, can't you?
Yeah.
Be more confident.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not comfortable, that's one of the most important things, is being comfortable in the trade. Because obviously that's one of the biggest things I had to overcome was, that emotion, and being in a trade that you're not comfortable with is just not going to make the emotions of trading easier. So, you only want to really take trades that you feel comfortable, and you're not panicking, or you're not you're not worrying, you're just letting price do its thing, and that's that. See, like now, this 30-minute candle on GJ, it closed a weak bullish candle, so I think at this point there's not really much confirmation for any buys.
Yeah.
Although it's pushing up and it looks really good, I mean, it was such a weak close. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Like, if we came on to, obviously I took the trade this morning, but let's say I didn't and I was awake, this is kind of what I'd be looking for, like a support to form to retest the high, but it's kind of would have closed too weak. I know I wouldn't have taken this, but some people might be like, oh, well, it's still an 80% chance for price to retest the high, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to take this. But then let's say this candle starts to drop and they were like, oh, I didn't really feel comfortable. And it's like, look, if you didn't feel comfortable to start with, just miss the move and, just come back the next day. Man, gold is crazy right now. I would even just say stay away from gold today. It is just, it's faked out to the upside, and then it's done a fake out to the downside. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy. Looks like GJ is continuing up.
I'm looking on GCAD. If we can form support above this resistance here, do you reckon? Obviously, the 30-minute there's a small resistance, like a few pips up, but like the 1 hour is quite clean.
Yeah, 1 hour is pretty clean. I think it should come up kind of more into this zone. This kind of whole zone, it should kind of come deeper into, but I don't know. It's just it's moved up so much.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
I don't want to say like, you know, wait for a support, because I mean, it's very likely, like the chances are very high, but there's just that small chance that's like, look how bullish it's been. It's moved 100 pips already. Is it gonna squeeze an extra 30? Maybe. But I just would be wary of this resistance right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, you could say because we've had 2 bearish weak candles above the level, we're holding it.
Yeah, we are respecting this area. So, yeah, I would agree with that. Let's look at the 15-minute. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
It gets pretty difficult. And I mean, we obviously had the conversation yesterday after the stream about, you know, GCAD at the moment is just so tough anyway. So it's like, yeah. I think if this 30-minute can maybe close above this minor resistance, I'd prefer that. Do you know what I mean? Because then you actually have like a 20 pip range. But even if it closes bullish here, I don't want it to like consolidate. You know what I mean? It still can just consolidate. So
I think if it can break the high of the previous 1 hour candle and then retrace a bit so I can get my stops in, that might be an idea.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think obviously you need to wait for this 30-minute candle to close, so you have that support established. So let's see what happens with that, and then we can look at it. But even I'm struggling with GCAD. Like, do you know what I mean? I'll say, oh, I think you should do this, and it just seems to not. Do you know what I mean?
No one trades it. Very rare.
Yeah. It used to move really well. It used to move really nice, and then it just got to a point where clearly just, yeah, something changed. Let's look at the higher time frames. I mean, at the same time, though, I said that, I don't know if you, I can't remember when I said it, but I was looking at the analysis on GCAD, and I was like, well, if it does respect this support, there is a chance that you can just get one of these candles, these daily candles, that's either going to drop, or what it's going to do is kind of what it's doing now. It's going to just completely pierce through this whole zone. So if we look at this zone, this whole area is a liquidity zone, right? And, you know, we look at this other zone up over here, it's the same thing. So we're kind of leaving these areas, and price is giving you this indication that, you know, it's creating this liquidity here, generating liquidity here to continue down. But then you're looking and you're like, well, at the same time, we have these zones over here on the daily. We have a zone down over here, this zone here. You know, do you know what I mean? So now it's either, it got to the point where, okay, it's either going to rip down and fill this whole zone, because you know this is a whole liquidity zone, or it's either gonna fill this whole zone. So this candle could be that candle, because we're seeing that strong momentum that, you know, price could continue pushing. So if it does, okay, let's look at the 4 hour. So how would we get that maybe confirmed on the 4 hour? So I'd say that, okay, well, yeah, I think it can continue moving up at this point, because it's closed above this previous 4 hour resistance over here. We have another resistance on the 4 hour here. So this is our strong 4 hour resistance here. So I think this is the point overall that's going to push price further up, you know. But as we look at it on the smaller time frames, it's making more and more sense for it to continue moving to, you know, this whole next zone over here. So let's look at it now. Yeah, so I think it should come up into this 4 hour area. So if we look on the 4 hour, this whole zone here is that rejection zone on the 4 hour time frame. So there's a very high chance it should come up and like tap into this zone, maybe start to reject, but I'm still expecting it to do so. But then I'm just like looking left and I'm like, we have, you know, some issues over here. So maybe wait for this candle to close bullish, you know, see if this kind of support is respected, and then see if it can continue. But I think it does look good to continue up. Or, you know, if we form support here and then we start breaking down, then we're going to see some form of correction, you know, part correction. And then maybe later on we're going to see another push, you know, because it's moved up all of this quite a lot. So maybe it's going to get that last squeeze. I don't know. But I think this whole zone up over here is a good place for GCAD to continue up to anyway. So
yeah, it's just those wicks in it. They're just everywhere.
yeah,
Seems like. And on the weekly as well, this morning, like, it looked like we formed the top wick, and we were like pretty bearish now, looking like we could head down and like fill last week's lower wick, maybe head down to support. But
yeah.
no, it just doesn't look like we're doing that.
No, it almost looks like the price action on the weekly is, it's just tough, because, you know, you have like a support area down over here. You also have like this whole resistance zone up over here. So overall, you can see it's really just ranging. Do you know what I mean? Like this is what you want to be trading on GCAD. This is when it moves really well, because it moves these big, you know, these big zones. It's trending. But right now we can just draw this. We know it's consolidating. So I think that's why overall it's being much more difficult to trade, because it's probably a lot more manipulated now that it's just, you know, there's no like definitive direction with it. So yeah, it's pretty tough. I mean, the fact this weekly candle is pushed all the way up, if it does break the high of the previous weekly candle, then I think overall it's going to rip back into this zone, you know. Or at the same time, if it does respect the high, like you say, it should continue down and then, you know, end up around this support somewhere. But it looks pretty difficult right now to be able to tell which.
Yeah, I think that's somewhat the problem with this pair, is like you can't use your higher time frames as much as with other pairs.
Yeah. So it's like DJ's coming up, 15-minute. Yeah, I mean, for all you know, this 30-minute might not even close bullish. It may close back in the range. At that point, you know, there could be a sell to correct some of this move. Let's say, you know, maybe this area here is going to be for a sell. It's going to be a good idea. Euro JPY. See, Euro JPY is trying to continue moving down. Let's look at the 15-minute. Okay, so the 15-minute is trying to form some more resistance here. So, I mean, Euro JPY looks pretty good to continue down. You know, because we look at this range, and this range here is it's a 20 pip range, and we have pure clean candles to the left hand side on the 15, on the 30 minute. So we would need, you know, because price has already moved down quite a lot, so we'd need this area to definitely respect as a resistance. This 15-minute candle is trying to form a resistance, but I mean the 15 minutes a little, you know, weaker time frame, so you may want to wait for a little bit of consolidation, and then, you know, wait for like a strong 30-minute confirmation, and then it should start to come down, filling these wicks, and then drop further. So Euro JPY sells, you know, more sells are still on the cards over here today. So a little bit more waiting. But yeah, that was pretty annoying about my buys, man. That would have been a monster move, because I was gonna leave my whole one lot to run to 137, which should have been like £250, you know, in half my position, and then my other position I closed out at like £100. So that would have been like a £350 day for me if that didn't stop me out by literally tiniest bit. But
You know, closing one lot at like half your position at 10 pips and then letting the rest run.
not like,
Just depends.
yeah, it depends on the situation. Like, you see how, you know, price already coming up to fill this wick. I was like, okay, with momentum we should now continue up to 137, and obviously we did, but it kind of reacted. If we look on the 15-minute, you see this long wick down over here.
Oh yeah.
That was the point. It literally stopped me out by spread, you know, because my entry was like down over here, and the spread must have just slipped me a little bit, which is, yeah, nothing I can do about it. And then it decided to just drive all the way up. So, I mean, if I let it completely run, I mean, look, it could have ran for like 40 pips up over here. So, yeah, it just is situational. Like, in that time and moment, I felt comfortable leaving the one lot to run, because I was like, I think, you know, it's a very, very good chance we're going to continue to push. But, like, you know, other times I might be like, you know what, yeah, I don't want to risk more of it coming into a certain area, so I'm gonna just secure. And so, yeah, it depends. And plus, I used to just secure everything at 10 pips, and like now I've just slowly started to build towards letting small runners run. And then there's circumstances where I'm like, okay, well, I may leave 50% to run, or I might only leave 20% to run. You know, it depends on the situation. It depends on what I feel comfortable. So, and especially because I was looking at GJ, and I was like, okay, well, on the daily time frame, right, we see this happen a lot, where maybe, you know, the first couple days they close bullish, but they close like weak bullish, long wicks to the upside. I'm like, okay, well, it's either going to do this. It's either going to drive completely through this zone and then continue up to, you know, 137, 700, or this whole, you know, rejection area is the liquidity to drop. So I was like, okay, well, if we start breaking below supports, then we're going to see a drop back to this support here, 130, 135, 800, 135, 800. But I was looking at, if we're going to continue up, we could rip right through this zone and then come up to 137, 700. So at that point, I'd want to see it, you know, in the London session, if we're breaking up, if we're breaking down. As we were breaking up, I was like, okay, well, I think it should now come up and maybe start to pierce through this zone and then start, you know, plowing through and continuing. So that's why I felt more comfortable to let the one lot to run. I was even considering letting the one lot run to 137 if I felt like we were going to continue in that direction, but it looks like it's rejected this area, and yeah, it's just not really a lot you can do about it.
Tell you what though, people should watch this back, because there's so much valuable information that you're giving out.
100%.
Like, you make the chart seem so like simple.
Got to keep it simple, bro. That's the key. You know, just that. I mean, like, you know, in terms of the trades called today, you know, like I I don't necessarily need to like say, oh, I've called out all these live trades, but I mean, you know, we looked at EJ sells played out. We're talking about gold buys up to this area, which did play out, but then it, you know, it's sticking around. GCAD kind of expected that it could do that once it broke the high, but I don't think I was on the stream at that point. USD JPY needed minor resistance, continued to drop. So, you know, all these things are just getting people used to seeing, you know, things to look for. But yeah, man, these streams are pure value. You know, you're seeing live trading in real time. You know, you see the groundwork that goes into the analyzing and the patience, and yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. And then I called out sells on this 15-minute candle for people, which was literally a straight 10, 12 pip candle. So I was even considering taking it, but then I was like, you know what? Nah, just wait. So yeah, guys, like I was saying earlier, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet on YouTube, please subscribe. As I was saying, we're going to be doing a 1K subscribers giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed. You can enter yourself in to win yourself a free magic keys. So yeah, make sure you subscribe and drop a like as well if you've enjoyed the streams. If you enjoy the streams in general, then I appreciate if you dropped a like. You know.
Have you got your magic keys to work then?
Nah, it's not working. It's not
See, I had a problem with that for a while, but there's a few videos now on YouTube.
Yeah, I can't find the right one. Oh, looks like Euro JPY did form that minor resistance to maybe continue moving down. Yeah, because I've got Windows 10, right? And you know, I've set it up with my MT5. It you know, it says it's all connected. The only thing that it doesn't do, when I click on the actual magic keys icon on my desktop, it says not connected, but I'll go on MT5 and it has the green tick, has everything. I'll press all the buttons and it does nothing. And I'll go online and there's only this tutorial thing for like Windows, and I'm like, but I don't no, sorry, for Mac, and I'm like, but I don't have Mac, you know, I've only got Windows, so I don't know how to sort that out. But
Yeah, I think I had that problem before, but I just completely uninstalled it and reinstalled it and just started again with it.
And did that work?
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it's there's still a few things I don't really know how to do.
Yeah.
But all in all, it works, because like in the top right corner, you need to put the algorithmic trading thing on, so it comes up green in the corner. Otherwise, if it's red, that means that it's not connected properly.
Yeah, no, mine has that. Mine has the green.
Yeah, it's obviously like connected. It's like connected to your Metatrader, but not to the actual installation thing.
Yeah. Okay, so you think just maybe
give that a go.
So you think maybe just deleting it and then going again?
Yeah, I mean that's what I done. It randomly just like disconnected one day, and I was just like, well, what do I do now? Because there was nothing online I could see either.
Yeah.
But that works, so yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it then. Probably the best idea. So how do you uninstall it off your Metatrader?
I'm not sure, because it's, where is it? It's in Navigator?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right click it and press delete.
No, I think it's in the experts. Let me delete it. I went to open data folder. Oh yeah, let me try and navigate. Oh no, it's still coming up. Delete, yeah. Right, okay. So let me re-download it then. Yeah, I just want to get magic keys sorted out. Like, it's really annoying not having it. Because the amount of times, right, price pushes like, you know, 10, 11 pips. And I don't even get to secure because my magic keys isn't working. Well, it's not working, but I think it just takes... I just haven't set it up properly on my new computer.
Wow, GCAD's just flying up.
No.
It's broken the high of the previous hour now. So hopefully if we can get close above that 30-minute area.
Yeah, with a nice wick to fill.
Nice wick, yeah.
It's going to be better, yeah. But if it runs... It runs... Let me... Yeah, I'm gonna try re-downloading it. Hopefully that's gonna do something. If that works, then happy days. Yeah, I still think the best bet is to wait for this 30-minute candle to close bullish, and then if it has a nice wick in its direction, then that's gonna be good. But see, this is the thing though. Ideally, it needs to close above this minor resistance.
Yeah, do you reckon pre-New York volume could push it up?
Because that's what I mean. It looks like it kind of is reacting to that resistance, you know. Let's look at the 15-minute. Yeah, it looks like it's reacting to this area. It looks like it's having some issues here. Yeah. Anybody else from the YouTube got any charts they want to send over? Only one chart today we've had. So what on Charlie? Always comes correct with the charts. Let's check out EJ. So the 30-minute candle on EJ is closing bearish, which is good. Looking at the 15-minute candle is closing bearish as well. So should continue moving down. Nothing really has no issues. Looks like GJ did come up to retest the high, but this candle closed way too weak, and would have been the stop loss. The stop wouldn't have been too bad, but candle closed too weak bullish to, in my opinion, to confirm that. So looks like GCAD's gonna leave you out.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do what I want it to do.
Man, GCAD is so tough. See, again, the only really way you could have caught that is an impulse, but then it's pretty risky because, you know, you have a minor resistance right over here.
Yeah, and on the 1 hour, you haven't actually got
Yeah.
like it's just you just keep going. The only thing is it broke above that 1 hour's resistance, and
Yeah,
then it
that's the only thing.
held support there.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense is once this 1 hour candle closed above this area. I mean, ideally, yeah, you could say the low should have been respected. So, you know, you're expecting price to continue up. But even at that point, even me personally, I've been like, oh, well, I'd want to see a support formed on the 30-minute. We go to the 30-minute and you couldn't get the opportunity. So,
Yeah, on the 15-minute, you had a really weak bullish candle with quite a large wick, but it's not really a good enough close.
yeah.
It's pulling back now quite hard, so if you can close just around here and get an entry.
Yeah, mate. I think if it closes bullish, though. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It depends where it closes, you know. If it closes up over here, there's just not going to be enough range. So I just reinstalled it, and it said, did I want to repair it? So I've clicked repair. Let's see if that made a difference. No, it didn't make a difference. Oh, we got Paul trying to join over here. Let's get Paul in.
EJ looks pretty tempting, to be honest.
EJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think. I think once this 15-minute candle made that minor resistance, I think that was the better entry point. But it's up to you. What's going on, Paul?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Taking any trades this morning?
Looking at GJ on this close if we get a good close.
Oh, on the 30-minute.
15.
Oh, the 15-minute. Okay.
We'll see though.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. I mean, I've already taken buys from the London Open, so I think the only way.
Nice.
I think the only way I'd take a second trade is if it can break above 137 to fill this range, but we'll see. What's your position on GU? If you want to send a chart, that's going to be a lot easier for us to look at what you're looking at, but I don't trade GU, so I don't have a position.
Just got in GCAD on the close because it closed just above that 30-minute area.
Okay.
Gave me enough room to get stops.
Yeah, makes sense.
To wait and see.
Yeah, hopefully it can just fill this wick and then continue moving up to that zone. Just neaten this up a bit. One hour still open, right? No, 1 hour closed. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, because you got the pullback on the 30-minute candles, didn't you? Two of them.
Yeah, it's already kind of done like a retracement. Then it's kind of created that support again, wick to fill. So, I mean, if it doesn't play out, then it's just another reason why GCAD just so hard, you know. Because if this was like GJ or another pair, you know, you'd be a lot more confident. But I think it should be good. I think it's gonna be a good idea. Maybe just secure something at the wick fill, and then let the rest run to, I'd say, 1.71425 is going to be a good. Yeah. EJ doing? Jay's doing a retracement. There was some good sells on EJ pool that we were looking at, but see, the thing was, I was looking at the 30-minute. I was like, okay, with the 30-minute candle's broken below support, then we have this, you know, like a retracement candle, still closing below this area. So I was like, okay, well, the best thing to do is to wait for, you know, like a 30-minute candle to close back in our direction. Then we looked on the 15. 15 created that minor resistance, but I wasn't expecting, you know, to the next 15 to just drop. But, you know, looking back, really made sense. You know, price created a low, retrace, resistance, continue moving down.
Oh, yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah, EJ was super nice. And then if you look at UJ, look how much the UJ's dropped.
Jeez.
Yeah, this was the point at UJ. I think would have been the best, because you had a support over here, then we had price come down, break below support, did that small retracement to this level, created that resistance, and then the next candles just dropped. And then you look left and you say, okay, well, maybe I'm gonna fill this range over here, filled that. So yeah, UJ is pretty good, but to be honest with you, UJ's just been so tough to analyze recently. We've been steering clear of it.
Yeah, EJ looks like it moved. UJ moved way better than GJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I don't really like this 15 because the wick is super long at the top, and I like to avoid those ones because they just seem suspicious.
Yeah.
And then 30-minute 1 hour super bullish, 4 hours bullish. So yeah, I'm gonna just wait a little longer, see something I like.
Yep. So I was gonna ask you, you probably have a better idea than me on magic keys, but have you got MT4, MT5? I can't remember.
4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I got MT5 and it doesn't seem to want to work. It says it's connected on my on the actual Metatrader. It says it's like got the green tick and this, you know, this, or the smiley face, whatever. But when you actually click on the icon, it says not connected.
That's not good.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's
On
not.
the little like app you pull up.
Yeah, it says not connected to, and then I go link MT4. I link the MT4, and that seems to work. But I mean, it should be compatible, right, with a Windows 10 computer.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't know. That's a weird one.
yeah,
That's a weird one.
I just remember the last time I emailed them, they took like a few days to like reply. So I was like, okay, well maybe someone else has been in the same position, would know.
Yeah, I got MT4, so I'm not sure. I mean, as long as everything's connected and it's on, I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange. A little bit strange. So, what's GJ doing? How'd the Asian session go last night?
Took a GJ buy. It ended up ranging out, so I closed early. And then it fell, and then it shot up right where we wanted. So it was just Asian session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Ooh, looks like Kelsey, your GCAB buy is coming up to fill that wick over there.
Yeah, just closed out like 3/4.
Nice. Yeah, very nice.
10 pips.
Yeah, I think a runner should be good
Sweet.
to come up to this zone over here. Kind of like, I'd say it should tap into kind of this area here, and then yeah, see if it can get up there. But it was a decent trade. It made sense. I think GJ's been pretty hard today. It's been. I'd like to see where MY takes it.
Yeah, candles aren't closing very nice.
No. Very
No,
wicky as well.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to be done before NY because that's when all that random slippage happens between 7 and 8:30.
Yeah.
Or I'd like to be done before 7, or worst case, wait till after 8:30. But preferably want to be done in the next before 2 hours.
Yeah. I think MY a lot of the times as well, it seems to like. Obviously, I know it's a different session of volume, but it really does have its own like mind, if that makes sense. Because obviously, like London session would do its thing, and then New York can just come and correct the whole thing and just go the other way, or it can either continue that. So it's really
Yeah.
it's pretty tough. Yeah, I think like right now it's just ranging. It's just consolidating.
Yeah, I don't really like it.
Yeah, I think the best bet is if it does come up and break above 137, then I think at that point we could see that continuation. But until then, it looks like it's just ranging, or maybe even as you know we're coming into pre-New York, it's gonna do what it kind of done yesterday and you know earlier on in the week. It's just kind of corrected that bullish move. Because if we look, every time we've had these bullish moves, let's say on the 30-minute time frame, it's been corrected later on in the session.
Yeah, sales would have definitely just hit TP right there if I jumped in. I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, no worries. See what GCAD's doing. Yeah, looks like it's starting to. Yeah, I think it was a good idea to secure profits over at this.
Yeah, my run is about to get stopped, so
Yeah. Yeah, it is what
there
it
it
is.
goes. Yeah.
Fucked up. Yeah. Well, I don't mean to laugh, but it's just happens a lot.
It's alright.
Oh, Euro JPY, man. Those sells were just perfect. Whoever caught this final push on EJ, man, that was that's pretty good. Yeah, I know it's raining a lot. It's absolutely pissing it down. I mean, I work out because I have my my setup in my cabin in the back garden, so I hear everything. I feel everything. I feel the cold when it's snowing, when it's raining. So yeah.
I'm in the
You got
top
your
floor of my
computer out
house.
there?
What's that?
You got your computer out there?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
like enclosed?
What do you mean?
When you said you feel the cold and the rain, like is it not closed in? Like not a roof?
Yeah. No. It's like a cabin, but it's like in the winter like you'll open the door and it's like so I have to put the heater on for like 10-15 minutes, let it warm up, and then I go back in.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, I meant like I hear the rain, like everything, like.
Oh, I thought you meant like you're getting wet and into wind blowing on you and.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, it gets pretty cold in the winter. That's a definite.
GJ would have been at 2-1.
Yeah, see, this is another thing as well. I was looking for, maybe if this candle closed like a bit stronger bullish to come up and retest the high, but closed way too weak. How do you draw your support and resistance zones at the wicks or at the body? Most of the time at the body. I look at where the candle closed, but obviously, I'm looking at where the wicks are as well because obviously they're important. But you're kind of just looking at the overall zone, I suppose. Because the reason I look at, say, the close is because you know, I look at it as, okay, this candle came all the way up to this price level, let's say 137,200, and then it came all the way down and it closed at 137,020. Now, if I look left, I can see that this is a resistance, this is a resistance. So all I'm looking at is, can I put confluences together with where candles close and things like that. Same sort of thing over, I don't know, let's say down over here, I'm looking for these candle closing at the same support levels. So at that point, I know this is a strong support. Same over here, like, you know, we see this candle wick down into this area, but it closed at 136,375, and then I look left, and you know, this candle closed same area. So I'm looking at, this is the point at which, you know, price couldn't move further down. But there are people that trade and draw zones with wicks, and that's fine, you know, it's whatever works for them. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. But yeah, probably finish the stream in like 10 15 minutes. I don't think we're gonna see much happen from now till then, I have to be honest. I mean, I've already taken my one trade, so I think I'm gonna call it a day after the stream anyway. But yeah.
And then I'm gonna hop off then, and I'll jump on tomorrow. Maybe.
Yeah, alright, mate. Yeah, I'll send you the Zoom on the Discord again.
Hey man,
So,
have a good day.
alright, bro. Take care. Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Yep. Bye, guys.
See you. Always a pleasure to have Paul on the stream. Yeah, so it looks like Euro JPY was the best move here today. If you was in sells up over here, let's say you did get in on that 15-minute, then wow, your runner would be up, yeah, around 40 pips right now, 35 pips. So I think EJ was the move. See what GCAD's doing. Still just kind of playing around, but it did come up and fill that wick, which is pretty good. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. Yeah, guys, if you could drop a like on the stream, if you enjoy what we do here, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, gold is just to be stayed away from today. So what's going on, Ash? Yeah, no worries. Gotta do what you gotta do. So someone told me yesterday that Forex Factory is down.
I think it's up now. It's back. Yeah.
Okay. Let's wait for that to load. Yeah, look, I even went on the magic keys, all of this, and nothing that I'm experiencing came up.
That's strange. Maybe hop on a Zoom later. We can. I'll have a little look.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to. I need to sort that out, because magic keys is my savior. Let me. Yeah, it just does nothing. Ugh. It's pretty annoying. Yep, we missed you, Ash. Don't worry. GJ's looks messy. Super messy. So I think those of you going to be trading like MY, probably obviously you'll see on Raja's stream, but yeah, I think the buys are going to be above, 137. It's going to be the area. And then I think at the same time as well, if we get a candle come and close below 136, 830, I think it's going to continue down back to the support, correct that move. Same sort of thing from yesterday. Man, thought that no, that was my MT5. Just decided to talk to me and make some weird noise. Look like I missed the buys on GJ. Yeah, the buys on GJ were it was difficult, but it made sense. So, you always got to think, if you missed a move, you just got to go back and see how you could have caught that move. And, if you do that for a few months, you got to think it's only, you're going to have seen so many different moves happen. So you're almost going to have that image in your head before the candles even print, knowing what you're, what you're looking for. Man, I can't wait to get down the gym after this. I think I'm gonna go gym. Yeah, I'm gonna go gym, and then Kelsey, what are you doing this afternoon?
Not much. I might do gym as well, but I'll be free a bit later on.
Yeah, we should do that simulation we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
We can let me know when you're back from the gym, and we'll hop on.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, we'll record it for the group, and then yeah. Yeah, I've really got into a routine. Like once I get off the charts, I'm just like, right, I need to just have an hour, or I need to just go to the gym, and really just take your mind off the charts. Don't look at the charts, because trust me, I remember when I first started, the charts was so addictive. I mean, I'll be like looking at my phone all day, trying to see what price is done, seeing what it's doing. So now I've got into a good habit of, I allocate my time, do my trading hours, call it a day, and then I'll come back, see what happened, and review my performance at the end of the day, and look to get better the next day, and that's it.
Yeah, routine's key. It just keeps you disciplined, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's, routine is the foundation of being consistent, because if when you're trying to get consistent, whether it be profitable, or you want to be consistent at the gym, or you want to be consistent trading, or whatever you want to be consistent in, you need to make that that activity, or whatever you do, you need to make it part of your routine. So you're up at 8, you're down to the charts by 8:30, you're done by 11:30, you have some lunch, you go to the gym for 12:30, you go to the gym for 1 o'clock, you're back by 3. You assess what happened during the day, and you do a chart markup, and then you call it a day. Go do what you got to do. But when you make that part of your routine, you just do it. When it's like, oh, I'm gonna start doing this, and you just chop and change. Like one day you go to the gym in the morning, the next day you might go at like 9 at night. or you know, you might say, well, I'm not trading London today, I'll trade NY. It's like, you know, there's that. It's not a routine, you know, it's as and when, and you're not going to become as consistent doing it that way. So I'll just, you know, really get into a routine. Make trading part of your daily routine, you know. Or not even trading, even if you're in a position where, you know, you got a full-time job, you want to trade the London session, but you can't because of that job. You know, you can still make it part of your routine that, you know, maybe before work. Like I know Kelsey gets up really early to, you know, do his pre-analysis. So, you know, you can get up a little bit earlier, half an hour before you usually do, right? You're only going to lose 30 minutes sleep. You know, you quickly go to the charts, you do your markup, you go to work, you come back, and you can assess how the day went, you know. So even if you're not in a position to trade, you can still be doing something to improve your skill, or, you know, you can still make something part of your routine to you know, commit to that form of trading. You know, you don't have to be live trading, you don't have to be, you know, demo trading. You know, you just need to be doing something. You just need to take those first steps to really dedicate some time, you know. And even if you did every morning, just looked at it before the market opened, and then you go to work, and then you check it after your day's done, do that for a year, you're still gonna have way more experience than a trader who maybe trades but is losing, because they're going through the emotions, they're going through all this state, they're chasing trades, they're not sitting back, they're not relaxing, and they're not just assessing the situation, really taking notes, you know. So that's going to be really important. So yeah, just try and make trading a part of your routine, and that's what I've done. And you know, it makes it so much easier, you know exactly what you're going to do the next day and the next day. And repetition, you know, repetition is how you build confidence. Repetition is how you get better. So, yeah, a little rant over. I think we're going to call it a stream here in a minute anyway. So yeah. So, guys, I think I'll end with, you know, like a little statement just to say thanks for coming. If you liked the stream today, obviously drop a like on the stream. If you haven't subscribed yet, we are doing a Magic Keys giveaway at 1k subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. So yeah, it's been a pretty good day today. So I had GJ buys, which ran pretty good. We called out EJ sells on the stream. EJ sells are now running pretty good. GCAB buys also pretty good. What else was gold buys above this area? So yeah, pretty good day. So yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for coming, and yeah, I'll see you in the morning, guys. 9 o'clock GMT. So guys on Zoom, thank you.
See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Cheers, all right. See you later.
Yep, see you in a bit. See you later. Yep. Thank you, guys. See you in the morning. Appreciate you guys coming down to watch. I really do. Let's try and grow the stream. I want to try and get to my goal of having 100 people. We nearly got there in the first week, but it seems to have quietened down. But that's okay. So, yep. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Wilson. Thanks, Ash. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Charlie. Thanks for coming. We'll see you all in the morning. And, guys, no overtrading. You know, protect your capital. All right, keep that strict mindset. Protect your capital and live to trade another day. I know someone said that to me and it's stuck. So, yeah, live to trade another day. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.